Good morning all. This I got on eBay and it was cheap. It was very cheap. In fact, I think it was 55p shipped all the way from China to the UK. So this is a tally counter. It's an electronic with an LCD counter, so there must be a battery in there somewhere. And you press the button, the screen's not very visible at the moment, and it simply counts up, 1 count per press. I hope the debounce circuitry is reliable, and then if you click the reset button it goes back to 0. Let's just get in a little bit closer. So as I say, you start at 0. Every time you press the button it counts up. The screen's a little bit scratched or blurry or something. I don't think it's got a peel sheet in front of it, and you can count as many people through the turnstile as you want, and then click the reset button and it goes back to 0. The strap is so tiny it appears to be designed to sit round a finger, and then you can press the button with your other hand, but I don't find it very convenient to use in that way. So how come this thing was so cheap? Let's have a look at the eBay listing. So this is a little LCD electronic digital tally counter. Now it's intended for the Canadian market, so it's Canadian 99 cents. Well, that's just US 77 cents. And if I switch that to eBay Co UK, that's just, well, today, 53p. Now there are 2 little screws in here, so let's whip them out and see what's inside. And there's a small battery. What's that? AG10 or something like that. Little circuit board with a chip. Let's see if I can drag that out of the casing. So the board comes away from everything. That's excellent. That's interesting. There's a little pad-based switch for the main count, and then a knot soldered in. That's really weird. A not soldered in switch for the reset. How interesting. The buttons will just fall out, and presumably, given a bit of coaxing, so will the LCD. Will this thing ever work again? Oh look, the display's got a little protector sheet on it which nobody saw fit to peel off. So let's lift that off. That's going to make the thing a lot more readable, I'd have thought. And here's the zebra strip, which you could probably just about make out the individual connections there. It's just a series of, I don't know, carbonated lines that run through the rubber. It looks a bit like a licorice allsort. So let's reassemble this. I've put the display back in and the 2 buttons. See if I can get this thing back in the right place. Oh yes, there's 2 little index pins there. So it's just a case of screwing the case back together and see if it works. Let's put the back on. One of the screws is still in there, so let's tighten that while I've got the chance. Right, I'll put the other one in. So, will it work? Yep. Oh, and it remembers the count after it powers off. That's quite handy, isn't it? I don't think this is cheap and nasty at all. I think this is cheap and quite nice for 53p. Reset also gives you a display test, which is quite nice. Yeah, I'm going to call this cheap and nice. Cheerio.